Welcome to practice. My name's Nikki. I'll be guiding us through this Hatha. So, it's interesting. I just went to acupuncture the other day because my wrist is destroyed from holding a baby. And right after giving birth, me and my baby were separated. He was brought to the NICU, which means neonatal intensive care unit. It's an important piece of background information. And at the acupuncturist, my baby, he's really a chill baby. He was being so annoying. He was like, like not necessarily crying, but letting out whines. Like I knew the noises were going on in other rooms. I was like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have brought him. I should have got childcare, whatever. And I know this acupuncturist very well. I know the people that work there very well. And one of the women came in and she was like, I'll hold the baby for you. And I was like, thank you so much. And then she took the baby and walked out of the room with him. And when she walked out of the room with him, I had needles in my arm. I proceeded to go into a minor panic attack. And I realized really clearly, and I felt really grateful for my practice, because I realized really clearly, right now my hands are getting tingly, I realized really clearly that this was a trauma response, the way I immediately went into like a panic attack, and that it was based on my experience immediately after birth. And this is a very intense and vulnerable experience to share, but we all perceive this life and reality through the lens of our trauma. And so you and I might be in the exact same situation, and you might feel, oh my gosh, thank God, yeah, take my baby, go on a walk with him, oh my God, I want to receive. And it might be something completely different for me. And part of the power of this practice is taking a step back from that lens rather than looking straight through it like this. I had the opportunity to breathe deep in my belly, to see that actually wasn't me. It was my trauma moving through. And after a few minutes of belly breaths, I was able to receive the treatment fully. So today's intention is to just expand your perception and understand that whatever situations you're in right now, whatever little human dramas you're in right now, you may very likely be perceiving it through your own trauma, and that's okay. You can be gentle and loving with yourself, and you can also create space between you and that lens. Okay? Let's see what we can do with it. Find a comfortable seat for breath work. Cross-legged on your shins as long as the spine is long. We'll move through some Nadi Shodhana today, some alternate nostril breathing. This is a great style of breathing to utilize when you're in a trauma response. So for those of you who've never done it before, you'll bend your index and middle finger in like this. You'll use your right thumb to plug your right nostril and your ring finger and pinky to plug your left. And I'll cue you back and forth, okay? So have that right hand ready, turn the left palm face up. Close down your eyes or blur out your gaze. If at any point it makes you uncomfortable to close your eyes, you know you never have to. It's more about directing your attention inward. First, begin to breathe down into your low belly. Bless you. Breathe down into your low belly. Oh, such a simple and powerful practice. You can even cup your low belly with your left hand to make sure the breath is moving through that space. And maybe you take this moment as an opportunity to either notice the lens you're looking through at this moment right here. I know if there are some mothers in the room, that story really might have felt really different than for others here. Or if this moment feels pretty neutral for you, you're like, I'm blissed out, I'm ready for yoga. What's this lady talking about? You can take a look at a conflict in your life right now, if you feel in the right headspace for it. And get curious about the lens you're viewing it through. We all have a story that we hold. We all have a story that we carry from a young age till now. And there is the ability to step away from the story, to step away from the ups and downs of the drama, and just get curious. Like, ooh, from what perspective am I looking at this? know that you can pose the question and leave room for the answer. From what perspective am I looking at this? Take a complete exhale through both nostrils. Empty the lungs all the way out. Right thumb to right nostril. Slow, steady inhale through the left. Plug the left. Exhale through the right. Nice. Inhale right. Exhale left. Now try to make the breath quiet, silky smooth. Inhale left. Very good. Exhale right. It's okay if you're not all the way full or all the way empty. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Good. Release both palms face up in your lap and begin to deepen your breath. Those of you tuning in online, if you want to practice to my music, you can reach over and start the first song. You know, we all have our stuff. Some of us might seem like we really got our shit together. We've gotten really good at faking it. But it's okay to be real about what you've got going on. In fact, it helps you to bring mindfulness and presence to whatever it is it's moving through. Feel free to keep your eyes closed if you're good with the verbal cueing. Otherwise, blink the eyes open. Roll over your shins, shifting into a tabletop shape. Stack your shoulders above your wrists and your hips above your knees. Spread your fingers really wide, so even feel the webbing between the fingers stretch. Grip at the mat with your fingertips. Inhale, belly drops, gaze lifts, broaden the collarbones. Exhale, round through the back body, tuck the chin, gaze in towards the navel. Inhale, belly drops, gaze lifts, front body open. Exhale, round through the back body, draw it in. One more time, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, neutral spine, send your right leg straight back, flex the right foot. Good, feel the right glute engaged, right hamstring engaged. Notice, be aware of your neighbor's face behind you, all right? Roll your right ankle out in one direction, 3 times in one direction. So good to work with the joints first thing in the morning. And then 3 times in the other direction. Good, inhale, flex through the foot, reach the leg long. Exhale, right knee to right tricep, pull it in. Take an inhale here, try to make contact, knee to arm. And then exhale, step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. If it doesn't quite land where you want to, manually move it or wiggle it for a supported runner's lunge. Shift your left knee back, tent up your fingertips, And then drop the hips down and forward as you lift your heart up and gaze over the tip of the nose. Now press through the top of the left shin like you're trying to drag the left knee forward and squeeze your left glute, your left booty cheek. Big breaths through the left hip flexor and the front body. Maybe even reach the chin from the chest. Good. Take another inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, palms flat. Tuck your toes under and lift your left knee up. Root your left palm underneath the face. Inhale your right arm high. Open up to a twist. Notice if the right hip is very lifted, drop it down, leveling off the hips. Press through the ball of the left foot. Lift your left heel. Take an inhale across the chest. Exhale, wrap your right arm around the right thigh. Dome through the upper back. Gaze in towards the navel, just like cat pose. But now use the right arm to the back of the right thigh to really peel the right shoulder blade away from the spine and bring your breath into that space between right shoulder blade and spine. Know that each and every one of us is experiencing this posture differently because of the history of our bodies, because of the history of our heart space. And so tune in to exactly what it is that you feel and from what perspective are you viewing those sensations. Inhale, reach the right arm high, open up to the twist. Exhale again, wrap the right arm around the right thigh, dome through the upper back. And we'll pulse like that one more time. Inhale, right arm high, open up. Exhale, right arm wraps, dome through the upper back. Nice breath. Inhale, right arm high. Exhale, right palm down to the ground. Drop your left shin down. Rotate your left shin so it's parallel to the back edge of the mat, like a warrior two with the back knee down. Now bring your right arm to the inside of the right knee if it's not already there, and then inhale your left arm high, opening up to a supported extended side angle. Yeah, scoop the right sit bone under, spiral the left side of the chest open. Now take your left arm forward so it's alongside your left ear. Big inhale through the left side body. Exhale, external rotation at the shoulder joint. Wrap your left forearm to your low back. Good. Wiggle the left fingertips into the right hip crease. And now you choose. You can look up over the left shoulder for a deeper twist, or you can drop your right ear to your right shoulder to get into those connections between neck and shoulder. Press firmly through right heel, left shin, and breathe. Inhale, re-extend your left arm forward so that you're lengthening the side body. Exhale, both hands down to the inside of the right foot. Rotate the back shin, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Good. Inhale, right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Press your palms down and forward, chest towards the left shin, and then bend your right knee. Stack your hips. Front of the pelvis opens up to the east. Big circles with the right knee now, lubricating the hip joint. In one direction. I should hear intentional breath. In the other direction. Inhale, right leg high, hips level. Exhale, set both feet down onto the mat, downward facing dog. Press the palms down and forward, root the heels down. Yeah, at any point, if there are like intentional movements that your body's calling for or any variations of the posture, you're always welcome to do that. I just ask, whenever you take action, you get curious about the place from which you're taking action. Is it just what you do every time in down dog? Is it because you have this little pain in your right hip and you want to relieve it? Really taking the mindful pauses around what we do and say. Of course, we're not talking much in this class, but that little bit of extra mindfulness allows us to create space between the witness and thoughts. Exhale, shift forward to a high plank. 3 deep breaths here. Puff up through the back of the heart space. Press down on the balls of both feet. Lift the kneecaps up, squeeze the glutes. Take an inhale, back of the heart space high. Exhale, drop both knees down to the mat. Good. Inhale, extend your left leg back. Inhale, extend your left leg back so the left foot is hovering above the ground. Feel the left glute, left hamstring engage. Fingers are spread wide. Now roll the left ankle out in one direction 3 times. Really feel it. Don't just do it because I say so. Dive into that joint. And then switch directions. Good. Now flex the foot, kick out through the heel. Inhale. Exhale, left knee to left tricep. Pull it up and in towards the armpit. Dome through the upper back. Press through the fingertips. Take an inhale. See if you can make contact with the arm. Exhale, step your foot to the outside of your hand. Wiggle it. Do what you need to do to get it in the right place. And then slide your right knee back, all the way back. Tent up the fingertips. Press through the fingertips. Lift the heart space up. Now, like you're trying to drag the right knee forward without moving it, press through the right shin. Squeeze your right butt cheek. Lift your chest, open through the front of the throat, and then breathe through that open line. Right hip flexor, navel, heart space, throat. Our body carries memories. It does. And so even just taking the time to hold a posture and allow for the body to unravel, for the body to open, a lot of times things come up, things move through. Know that that's welcome in this space. It doesn't just have to be a physical practice for you. Good. Another inhale. Press through the right shin. Feel a lift in the heart. Exhale, palms flat. Tuck the right toes. Lift the right knee. Now center your right palm beneath the face. Inhale your left arm high. Open up to a twist. This always happens to me. Notice if the right hip is dropped pretty drastically, lift it up, level out the hips, pull the left hip back. Press, press, press through the right palm, reach through the left fingertips. Feel that openness across the chest. Inhale. Exhale, wrap your left arm around your left thigh. Dome through the upper back, gaze in towards the navel. Gaze in towards the navel. It's like you're trying to create space between your chest and your left thigh. You're not hanging heavy on the left thigh. You're doming through the upper back and creating that under space. Now bring your breath to the inner edge of the left shoulder blade. You have it. Bring the breath to the inner edge of the left shoulder blade. So around the thigh, Dan. Yeah, exactly. Look in, round, round, round. Cat back, round, round, round. On an inhale, left arm high. Move it into the twist. Exhale, wrap the arm around the thigh, dome through the upper back. Good. Again, left arm high, open up through the twist, look along the top arm. Exhale, wrap the arm and dome through the upper back. Last twist, inhale, left arm high, really find depth in it. Exhale, left palm down, drop the right shin, rotate the back shin. If your left arm isn't already to the inside of the foot, bring it there, and then inhale, right arm high. Open up, supported, extended side angle. Yeah. Press left arm into left knee into left arm. Feel that twist at the mid-spine that opens the chest up. Now take your right arm alongside the right ear. Feel that openness through the right outer thigh, right side body. Reach, deep inhale. Exhale, find that full external rotation. Wrap the right forearm to the low back. You can even wiggle the right fingertips into the left hip crease, and then you choose. Look over the top shoulder, or maybe you drop left ear to left shoulder, opening up the trap, the side of the neck. Press firmly through front foot, back shin. Squeeze your left glute and breathe. It's important to take things slow in our warm-up because we're communicating to the body that it's safe to feel, that it's safe to go a little bit deeper as the practice progresses. And so when you feel your mind trying to rush this way or that, acknowledge it. Say, oh, there it is. It wants me to work. And then choose to anchor down through your foundation, your feet, the left palm, whatever it is that's grounded on the mat. Breathe. Let me hear it. Good. Right arm towards me. Elongate the side body once again. Exhale, hands down to the inside of the left foot. Rotate the back shin, tuck the back toes, lifting the knee. Inhale, left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend your knee and stack the hips. This time the front of the pelvis is open up towards the ocean. And then circles with the knee to rotate at the hip joint. Circles with the knee. Keep the breath steady and full. And then switch directions. Inhale, left leg long, hips are level, flex out through the left heel. Exhale, drop both feet onto the mat, downward facing dog. Press the palms down and forward. Bend the knees if you feel any rounding through the low back. Back of the neck is long. Breath. Inhales for lengthen the spine, exhale for lengthen the legs. The way we react and respond unconsciously is often through the lens of our story or the lens of the baggage or luggage that we carry. So what happens when we choose to move consciously? What happens when we choose to create that space? A lot of times the inner reaction doesn't change, but at least we can take enough deep breaths before the outer reaction emerges, yeah? Feel yourself creating space between thoughts, or at least acknowledging the space behind thoughts as you hold in each posture. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, right knee to right tricep in a high plank. Try to make contact with the arm on the inhale. Give it a go. And then exhale, step your right foot up behind your right wrist. Back foot at a 45-degree angle, so the left toes point to the top left corner. Root your back heel down. Inhale, rise up. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana 1. Pull the right hip back. Encourage the left hip forward. Straighten through the back leg. On an exhale, interlace all 10 fingers behind you. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, swing your fists over to the right hip. Pull the right elbow back. And then drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Now, play with the tilt of your chin. You can reach the chin up towards this front right corner, down towards this bottom right corner. Find a sweet spot in the neck, and then commit to stillness. Bringing the expansion of your inhales up into the left collarbone. Encourage that right hip back, back, back. Yes. Breathe. Mm-hmm. Good. Find another inhale here. Exhale, draw the arms long, finding a back bend. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, left arm wraps underneath right. You either give yourself a big old hug just like this or go for full eagle arms. Inhale, elbows up and away. Exhale, bow to the inside of your right knee. Keep pulling the right hip back. Relax the head and neck. Good. So you go like this. Cross the elbows. I got you. And then cross at the wrists. And then bring the palms together. Yep, that's it. Exactly. Press firmly through both feet. Expansion of the inhales in the upper back. Rootedness of the exhales through the heels. It's a really special thing when we begin to see the ways that we hold, the things that we carry, and then treat ourselves with compassion, with gentleness. Because in doing that for ourselves, it's just a natural domino effect of doing it for others. So start here. Inhale, rise and unravel the arms, reach them up and overhead. Exhale, hands down to frame the front foot. Tuck the back toes, lifting the back heel. Inhale, step your left foot forward. Halfway lift, lengthen. Fingertips up the shins, roll the shoulder blades down and back. Exhale, bow forward, bend the knees as much as you'd like. Hang out here. If there's a certain bind you'd like to take, do it. 3 rounds of breath. 3 deep breaths, releasing the weight of the crown with every exhale. Release your binds, root to rise. Inhale everything up, Urdhva Hastasana, full body stretch. Close the rib cage, so notice if you're sticking your booty out like this, engage your lower abdominal wall and close the rib cage. Good. For me, it feels better to step the feet together in this one, so you choose. Hip width distant or feet together. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend your left elbow, grab hold of it with your right hand. If you're very flexi-bendy in your shoulders, you can go straight for a full bind, clasping the hands behind you. Take an inhale. Exhale, side bend over to the right. Bump the hips to the left. Breathe through left side body, left shoulder, left tricep. Lift the kneecaps up. The legs are active. Bump the hips far to the left. There it is. Breathe. Another exhale here. Inhale, rise it up through center. You can watch me first. On an exhale, bend the knees, weight in the heels, round through the upper back like you're trying to tap your left elbow to your right knee. Okay? You can come down into it once you've seen me. So weight in the heels, round through the back body like cat back, like you're trying to point the left elbow towards the right knee. Now breathe in the mid to upper back. Our spine and the musculature at the upper back really loves little pulsing movements to bring freedom to it, to bring openness to it. So now we're going to move through that pulsing 2 times. Keep the bind. Inhale, rise up, legs straight, everything up. Exhale, side bend over to the right, pulling on the left elbow. Inhale through center, legs straight. Exhale, bend the knees, round through the back body, left elbow points to right knee. One more time like that. Inhale, straight legs. Keep the arms as they are. Exhale, side bend to the right. Pull that left elbow down. Inhale through center, active legs. Exhale, bend the knees, weight in the heels, point left elbow towards right knee. Now inhale everything up. Legs straight, arms high. Exhale, bend your right elbow, grab hold of it with your left hand. Nice. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, bump the hips to the right, take it up and over to the left. Give that right elbow a tug, and if you're in the full bind, you're using the bottom hand to pull the top hand down. Bump the hips over to the right, close the rib cage, draw the navel in, and then breathe. The most basic postures, you can bring so much awareness and intention to them just by noticing how the body stacks from feet to fingertips. Like your feet should be very involved in this posture. Root through the center of the heels, feel the arches of the feet lifted. Good adjustments, everyone. Breathe. Another exhale, see if you can deepen the side bend. And then inhale, bring it up through center, keep the arms as they are. Exhale, bend the knees, weight in the heels, think cat back, but point the right elbow over towards the left knee. Your core is engaged, you're rounding through the back body, right elbow is rainbowing over the left knee. And now breathe into the back body. Direct your breath and your attention into the back body. Round. Weight in the heels, sit the hips back. Nice adjustments. Now let's move through our mini pulses. Keep the arms as they are. Inhale, legs straight, head high. Exhale, side bend over to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, chairs pose in the lower body, round right elbow towards left knee. One more time. Inhale, straight legs, neutral spine. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, weight in the heels, round. Right elbow towards left knee. Inhale, everything up. Both arms high, neutral spine, neutral neck. Exhale, full forward, prayer palms to the midline. Everything down. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips up the shins. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to a high plank. puff up through the back of the heart space, both sides of the neck. Long breath, steady and full. It's not always easy, right? It's not always easy. You can't always be like, well, there's my lens. There it is. Reach enlightenment. Boom, bam, pow. No, there are hard moments. There are difficult moments. And part of the yogic path and the yogic practice is learning to breathe through those. Learning to sit in your center through those. And knowing that sometimes you're going to fail. Take an inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips up and back. Inverted V shape in the body. Good, yeah. Feel your hands and feet on the ground. Know that whenever the head space gets really loud, when you feel yourself in one of your spins, that feeling your hands and feet on the ground is such a potent practice. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, left knee to left armpit, shift it forward in a high plank. Inhale, see if you can make contact with the arm. See if you can do it. Exhale, step your left foot up behind the left wrist. Good, back foot at a 45-degree angle, root the back heel down. Inhale, rise up, warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. Pull the left hip back, squeeze at the inner thighs. So notice if the inner thighs are asleep, turn them on. On an exhale, awkward interlace the fingers of the low back. Inhale, lift the chest up, draw the arms long. Exhale, swing your fists over to your left hip. Pull your left elbow back. Drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Now commit to the front knee bend and then play with the tilt of the chin. Maybe up towards the front left corner of the room. Towards the bottom left corner of the room. Finding a place where like those little attachments between jawline and collarbone are like, yeah, hold right here and breathe. Settle into the front knee bend. Legs are active as we do that opening work through the upper body. Good. Can you lunge a little lower? Ooh, that's what I thought. Take a big inhale through the right side of the neck. Exhale to draw your arms long and take it into a back bend. Inhale, sweep the arms high, neutral spine, neutral neck. Exhale, wrap your right arm underneath your left. Either big bear hug or go for eagle arms. Elbows, then wrist cross. Inhale, elbows up. Exhale to bow. Left shoulder to the inside of the left knee to get that opening between the shoulder blades. Pull the left hip back, anchor through the pinky edge side of the right foot, and breathe. Inhale into the upper back, the back of the neck. Exhale down into the pelvis and hips. Just moving breath through the body. Moving breath through the body is a way to acknowledge what's there, what you feel, what thoughts, what emotions are moving through. And moving breath through the body to move things through, because all of it is impermanent. However stuck something feels in your story or in your physical vessel, all of it has a timeline. Yeah. Press down through the feet. Inhale, unravel the arms to rise. Virabhadrasana 1. Sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, hands down to frame your front foot. Tuck your back toes, lifting the back heel. Inhale, step your right foot forward. Halfway lift, lengthen, fingertips up the shins. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, rise up, one-legged Tadasana, arms high. Bend your right knee up to hips high. Exhale, right elbow underneath the left. Again, eagle arms or bear hug. Inhale to pull your right knee up towards your right tricep. See if you can make it touch. And then exhale, cross the right thigh high over the left. Bend your left knee, weight in the heel. You can use your right toes to kickstand. You can wrap the foot all the way around the calf, or you can go somewhere in between where the right foot just dangles. Now, if you're already struggling with the balance, stay right here. If you want a little something more, take an inhale. Exhale, crouching eagle. Round through the upper back and bring your elbows to meet your knees. Weight in the left heel. Get low and breathe. And breathe. Squeeze the inner thighs. Compress at the armpits. Inhale, rise and unravel the arms. Reach both arms high. Bend the right knee back to hips height. Exhale, Natarajasana. Right elbow into your side. Swing the leg back and see if you can grab the big toe edge side of the foot, pointing the knee down. Know that you can stay right here if you got the wobbles. If you want more, inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, kick back into your palm. If you want more, bend the left elbow, bring the palm to the upper back. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, lean into the palm. Please listen to your body. I give lots of options because we're all in different places this morning. Even if your physical body, you know it can go there, but you're feeling like tender in the heart, just go easy. Breathe. Find an edge. Go there. And then inhale, rise up, one-legged Tadasana, arms high, right knee at hips height, flex the right foot. Exhale, set your right foot down, fold forward, prayer palms through the midline. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen, fingertips up the shins. Exhale, plant your palms, step your left foot back. Rotate your left heel down, warrior two stance, heel to arch alignment. Inhale, rise up, Virabhadrasana 2. Good, settle in low, draw right heel towards left arch and vice versa. So encourage this knee over towards this pinky toe. And turn this foot slightly too. Right there, good. Good, settle in low. Gaze towards the west. Inhale, reach both arms high. Exhale, interlace all 10 fingers, bend your elbows, palms to the nape of the neck. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, lean your head back. Option to stay right here, focusing on opening through the chest. Option if you prefer to drop your chin to your chest, forearms frame the face so the elbows hang heavy and you feel that stretch to the back of the neck. You can even round further forward to feel it into the upper back. So you choose heart open or rounded forward, depending on which area you want to open up. Breathe. Anchor firmly through the feet. Inhale everything up, 5-pointed star. Arms high, heels in, toes out, lift. Lift the kneecaps up, squeeze the glutes down, lift the chest up, spread your fingers wide, take a deep inhale. Exhale, goddess pose, bend your knees, bend your elbows, roll the shoulder blades down and back. Now look at your knees and make sure they're pointing out towards the middle or pinky toes. If they're caving in, you gotta press more through the pinky edge sides of the feet. Elbows wide. Take an inhale to reach them apart. Exhale, close them like a book. Elbow, forearms, palms press, think cat back. Inhale to open them wide, reach them apart and behind you. Exhale, close the book. Elbows, forearms, palms press, get low in your hips. Inhale, open it up, everything up. Exhale, close. Elbows, forearms, palms press, hold. I know the hips have something to say. I'm holding it right here with you. Press to the pinky edge sides of the feet. Squeeze your elbows together. Notice if they're lower than shoulder height and bring them up to shoulder height. Breathe. You have it. Settle in. Soften your belly. Find center, even when the mind feels like it's in some kind of struggle, some kind of discomfort. Could you settle lower? Nice. Burst open, 3-pointed star. Straight legs, palms press this time. Lift everything up. Exhale, hands down to frame your front foot. Tuck your back toes, low lunge. Inhale, step your left foot forward. Halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, rise up, one-legged Tadasana, arms high. Bend your left knee up to hips height. Flex the left foot. On an exhale, wrap your left arm underneath your right, using your core to find balance as you move the arms through space. Good. Now inhale, pull your left knee up towards your tricep. See if you can tap it, even if you got to round a little bit. And then exhale, cross the left thigh high over the right. Squeeze at the inner thighs, bend your right knee, weight in the right heel. You can use your left toes to kickstand. You can wrap it around. You know what to do in your body. If you did so on the other side, round forward and bring elbows to knees. Breathe. Everybody bring breath to it. I know, like, when we get into balancing, there's this, like, weird primordial fear of falling out. Or maybe it's like the ego mind, like, I don't want to mess up in yoga class. And none of that shit matters. None of it. Just be with your body, be with your breath. If you fall out 1,000 times, if you're being with each time you fall out, you're doing the yoga thing. Yeah, rounding forward. Inhale, rise, unravel the arms, unravel the legs, flex the left foot. Exhale, Natarajasana, left elbow into the side, swing the leg back, grab the big toe edge, point the knee down. You can stay right here. If you want more, inhale, lift the chest up. If you want more, exhale, kick back into the palm. If you did so on the other side, bend your right elbow, bring the right palm to the upper back, lift the chest up, and lean your upper back into your palm. Inhales and exhales. Inhales and exhales. And noticing if there's some kind of preference. Notice it's like, I really want to do the hardest version and not fall out. Notice if there's some kind of preference and see if you can just create space between you and that preference. Like, oh, there that is. That's cute. Like, that's the most important thing in yoga. How adorable. Uh-huh. Yeah. Find an edge. Go to the edge. And then inhale, one-legged Tadasana, arms high, left knee at hips height, flex the foot. Exhale, set your left foot down, fold forward, prayer palms through the midline. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen, fingertips up the shins. Exhale, plant your palms, step your right foot back. Warrior two stance, heel to arch alignment. Inhale, open up, Virabhadrasana 2. So when I say heel to arch alignment, I mean if you were to draw a line from left heel, it would intersect right arch. And then you can even use this side mirror to make sure front knee is stacked over front ankle. They should be directly stacked. Reach the arms out and opposites, feel your chest open. And now gaze to the east. Sweep the arms up and overhead, staying low in your lunge. Exhale, awkward interlace the fingers, palms the base of the skull, nape of the neck. Inhale, lift the chest up, elbows wide. Exhale, lean your head back. And you can stay right here. Maybe you want to do both sides the same thing. Maybe you want to do the opposite thing, dropping the chin to the chest, forearms frame the face, elbows hang heavy. You can always explore and then commit to one. Holding Hatha style. Inhales for the upper body. Exhales for the lower body. Yeah, stay low. You have it. Good. Could you get a little lower? That's what I thought. Inhale, bring it up, 5-pointed star. Straight legs, heels in, toes out, everything lifts. Arms high, chest lifts, take a deep inhale. Exhale, goddess, bend your knees, bend your elbows. This time, bring your hands onto your thighs. Thumbs point down and in, pop your booty back, and then on an exhale, drop your right shoulder, look over your left shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, drop your left shoulder, look over the right shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, center. Stay low in your hips, maybe even get lower. Exhale to the back. One more time, each side. Inhale, center, low in the hips. Press to the pinky edge sides. Exhale, right shoulder down. Inhale, center. Exhale, left shoulder down. Inhale, center, straight legs, palms meet up and overhead. Lift the kneecaps up. Exhale, hands down to frame the front foot, tuck the back toes, low lunge. Inhale, step your right foot forward, halfway lift, lengthen, fingertips up the shins. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to a high plank. Drop the knees if you need to. Inhale, shift your shoulders forward. Exhale, bend the elbows back to a 90-degree angle, no more, no less. Your elbows are directly above the wrists. The shoulders are at elbow height. Please drop the knees if you need to. Breathe, spread the fingers wide. Breathe, spread the fingers wide. Good. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Inhale to slide your hands out so they're kind of past the top 2 corners of the mat. Tent up the fingertips. I'm doing it standing. Inhale, press into all 10 fingertips and lift your chest up. Point the elbows up towards the ceiling. Good. You're pressing into your fingertips. Squeeze your glutes down. Press the tops of the feet down. Take an inhale. Exhale, drop your right shoulder and look over your left shoulder. Inhale to center. Press through the fingertips. Lift the heart. Exhale, drop the left shoulder. Look over the right shoulder. One more time each side. Inhale to lift the heart, squeeze the glutes down. Exhale, drop the right shoulder, look over the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, drop the left shoulder, look over the right. Inhale, center, find your deepest back bend. Lift the heart, lift the gaze. Exhale, release everything down, hands beneath the shoulders, tuck the toes under. Inhale, press up, high plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips up and back. Yeah. Breathe here. Inhale, your right leg high. Exhale, right knee to nose, tiger pose. Pull it in. Dome through the upper back. Lift your back heel. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward. If you're tired, you've had enough like power poses, option to drop your back knee. Inhale, rise up, supported crescent or high crescent lunge. Good. Exhale, interlace your fingers at your low back, just like we did in our warrior one. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, draw your knuckles along your back leg. For more intensity, bend the back knee, tap it to the ground, and then lift a half an inch, squeezing your left glute. Breathe into the chest. Take your time with the breath. Know that you have the ability to be with all of it. There's nothing your field of awareness denies. Sometimes your mind wishes it would have denied this or that experience, but the field of awareness encompasses all of it. Another exhale, you have it. Inhale, sweep your arms high, back leg is straight if you're hovering the knee. Exhale, hands down to frame the front foot. Inhale, right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Listen closely. Exhale, right knee to the right wrist. Right ankle towards the left wrist. Don't you lay it down just yet. Inhale, pull your shin up into the chest, dome through the upper back. Exhale to slide the shin down the arms towards the wrists. Don't tap the ground. Inhale, bring it up, shin into the chest, dome through the upper back. Exhale, slide it down. Nice breath. Inhale, bring it in, dome through the upper back. And now exhale, set it all the way down. Slide your left knee back, untuck the left toes. I'm going to give you a few options here. Know that in this posture, you can stay upright. You can stay upright and find a lift in the chest. If you want somewhere in between, just fold forward. If you want another shoulder opener, thread your left arm underneath your right armpit, and you can bring your left cheek to the ground, sending the right arm up and overhead. Or you can bend your right elbow and rest your right forearm and your forehead onto the forearm. If you're like, what the hell did she just say? Go ahead and start going for it, and I'll adjust you if I feel like you're doing it wrong. Good. Yeah, left arm threaded under if you want the shoulder stretch. That's it. Exactly, Dan. That's it. Good. Thank you for listening to your body, for taking the variation that serves you. Nice. And then observe your breath. Watch the way your breath moves through this particular shape at this particular point in time. You know, like you are a completely different person right now than you were 5 years ago. Be with yourself as you show up to the mat right now. I think yoga helps you to love and appreciate some of the more difficult moments of life, because they can feel like so much weighted karma, so much mental suffering, that they just wake us right up. They beg us for presence. Invoke some kind of flame, some kind of fire deep in the belly. If you're in the shoulder opener, bring your right hand rooted underneath the right shoulder. Unthread the left arm. Everybody walk your hands back towards your right shin. Tuck the left toes. Inhale your right leg up and back. Shake it, wiggle it, stack your hips. Take any motions that feel good in the body. Yeah. And then set the right foot down to the mat. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, left knee to nose, tiger pose. Pull it in, lift your back heel. Dome through the upper back. Carve out space underneath the chest. Inhale, look forward. Round, round, round. Exhale, step forward. Know that you can drop the back shin. Inhale, rise up, high lunge or supported crescent lunge. Yeah, if you're choosing the back knee lifted, lift that back heel. On an exhale, awkward interlace the fingers at the low back. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, knuckles along the back leg. If you'd like a little something more and the back knee is lifted, bend the back knee, tap it to the ground, and then lift just a half of an inch. Squeeze the right glute. Breathe. Can you be patient and gentle with all parts of yourself? Can you be patient and gentle even with negative thoughts, even with reactive thoughts? This is the time to practice. Good. Inhale, both arms high. Straighten the back leg if you're hovering the knee. Exhale, hands down to frame your front foot. Inhale, left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to left wrist. Left ankle towards right wrist. Don't you set that shin down. Inhale, pull the shin into the chest, dome through the upper back like cat back. If you're confused, look up at me. Exhale, slide your shin down the arms. Don't let it touch the ground. Inhale, pull the shin into the chest. Exhale, slide the shin down the arms. Don't let it touch. Inhale, pull the shin into the chest. You have it. Dome, dome, dome. Exhale, set the shin all the way down. Nekapada, Rajakapotasana. Slide your right knee back. Walk your hands back. You can stay upright. You can simply fold. Or if you took the shoulder opener on the other side, walk your hands a few inches forward and then slide your right arm underneath your left armpit. Right cheek down to the ground, or bend your left elbow and rest your forehead onto the left forearm. Yes. Uh-huh. Anchor this hip down and back. Towards me. Come out of it. I'm going to help you. Come back to down dog. Yep, and now set it down. Yep. Now slide your right knee all the way back. Slide it all the way back, all the way back. And then I want you to sit on this block instead of leaning forward. Yes, good. And now come into the twist. Yep, and then rest your forehead. Yep, yeah, that's it. And then untuck these toes. Good. And now think about pulling this hip back. Oh. What a treat it is. What a gift it is to slow down and just be with yourself. And sometimes it doesn't feel that way. Sometimes it's like, I don't want to slow down with being with myself because I'm anxious, because I'm sad, because I'm this or that. But even more beautiful to be able to show yourself that unconditional love, that nurturing that knows no limits. Not like, okay, I can only be with myself when I'm in a good mood, when I'm in a good place. No, all of it is welcome. Awareness denies nothing. If you have your right arm threaded under, root the left palm down. First, unthread the arm. And then walk both hands back towards the left shin. Tuck the right toes. Inhale your left leg up and back. Shake it, wiggle it, anything that feels like release in your body. Anything that helps you to let go, to set some shit down. And then both feet on the mat for our last down dog practice. Check in to see if you have a higher perspective now. If you can see those different roles you play, those different masks you wear, the different lens of trauma that you might perceive this life through. And know that you can welcome all of it. And with that welcoming heart allows for the opportunity of spatial awareness. Gives permission for you to find center even in the trickiest of situations. Drop both knees down to the mat. Child's pose, toes touch, knees wide, hips back. You can take traditional child's pose or bring your prayer palms to meet. Bend your elbows, thumbs to the base of the skull. Crawl the elbows forward and dip the heart down. Yeah. Inhale into the heart space. Exhale down into the pelvic bowl. Inhale across the collarbones. Exhale down into the space between the hips. Re-extend your arms, bring your palms face down onto the mat. Begin to walk your hands back. And then shift forward to a tabletop shape. Bring your thighs all the way together. Sit your hips back to the heels and swing your legs around towards me. Root the feet down, turn your palms face up. And roll on down to your back. Roll on down to your back. I'm going to give an opportunity for a bridge pose or a full wheel. Please only move into full wheel if you feel like your body's pretty comfortable in it. Most of you will move into bridge. Fingertips can almost brush the backs of the heels. Press down through the feet and inhale, lift your hips up. Roll the shoulder blades down and back. If you're moving into full wheel, hands to either side of the head. Press through hands and feet, lifting the rest of your body up off the ground. Yeah. Good. Those of you in bridge, if you want to interlace your fingers and draw the knuckles towards the space between the feet, you can. Those of you in full wheel, power up your quadriceps and send your chest between your arms. If you feel like you can shorten your stance, walk your hands back towards your feet. Not feet towards the hands, but hands towards the feet. Yaha. We got 3 more breaths here. Nice, Hannah. Another powerful inhale, active back body, open front body. Exhale to slowly lower down to the ground. Take a moment where you just pull your thighs in towards your belly. Root the length of your spine besides the back of the neck. Root the length of your spine on the ground. Just pulling the knees in and breathe. Breathe the length of your spinal column. And then separate your knees for a happy baby. Knees up into your side bodies. Flip your shins. The feet to flex up towards the ceiling. Grab hold of knees. calves, feet, and pull your knees down to either side of you. Okay, if you want to sway side to side, if that feels good, if that feels relaxing for you, then do that. And then bring your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Take a deep inhale. Fill your lungs all the way up. Hold to the top and then curl up into a tight, tiny little ball. Round forward and squeeze yourself tight, holding the breath. Squeeze the toes, the inner thighs, the arms, the face. Pull it all into center. Squeeze. Exhale, release open. Shavasana. Legs long, arms by your sides. Yeah, roll your shoulder blades down and back. If you want, you could take a little open mouth exhale or a sigh. You know, oftentimes we're so wrapped up in the mind's stories. We feel so interwoven with our nervous system. We really truly buy into believing that that's us. That's me thinking all those thoughts up there. But this practice offers you the space, the spaciousness in your body and in your mind to acknowledge those thoughts, to acknowledge those stories that you carry, and to feel yourself loosening the grip on them, to feel yourself healing them one moment of awareness at a time. Just be here. Be here with whatever it is that you're feeling. And know that that's enough. How would you see this world if you were to set down the lenses of judgment, preference, and past pain? How would you see this world? Would it be with love, with compassion and understanding? Begin to deepen your breath. And bring some little movements back to your body. If you want some guidance, you could start by wiggling your toes and your fingers. Rolling your ankles and wrists. Turning the head side to side. We did some neck work today. And only when you're ready and if it feels good, inhale, full body stretch. Reach your legs long. Reach the arms up and overhead. Take a deep inhale. Fill up. Exhale, knees into your chest. Roll to your right side in a fetal position. And press up into a seat. Bring your hands into prayer. Thumbs rest at the center of your chest. An expanded perception is available to all of us. And we're all dropping the layers till we see from that bird's eye view. So give yourself the space, the compassion, and the deep breaths for your process along the way. We're all headed there. We'll close with an Om together. Deep inhale to Om.